They're kind of a, I would say a better Yeezy slide. Dare I say it. Here come the downvotes. How dare you? How dare you? And they're nice and squishy. They're pretty sporty too. It's kind of a balance of a lot going on. Good day to you, my foam shoe friends. We've got another unboxing today. Forgive my lackadaisicalness in this video. I've been sick with the Fauci virus for the past week. I'm finally at a state where I can function to an extent, so I will try my best in this video. But if it seems a little lacking in terms of descriptive content, forgive me. I'm still not at 100% yet. So we've got one from the Puma brand. These are the Nitro slides, I believe. These retail for $85. I will read the sales pitch in a moment. Let's get them out of the box first. I just kind of stumbled across these. I'm a fan of Pumas. And just making the rounds online, keeping up on the new product releases, I stumbled across these. So they were a little more pricey than I like to spend on foam shoe wear, but I figured I might as well get it while I can, because I am actually in the process of getting laid off at my current job. I don't want to get into politics too much, but the factory I work at has been having a big issue since the tariffs. We make pallets for GM, and the parts that we make the pallets for haven't been imported with the tariffs going on right now. So they're in the process of laying people off, and I am on that chopping block, unfortunately. So with that being said, there might not be a lot of content coming out of my channel for a little while until my income stabilizes again, just to forewarn you. I don't remember how I got on that topic, but back to the Nitro slides. So I got these in the sand colorway in an 11. I wasn't sure how. Oh, these are nice and squishy. I wasn't sure how big they ran. Pumas tend to run a little large, so I went with the 11, assuming that would probably work, because most of the 11s that I have with Puma are pretty good. So these are, let me read the sales pitch real quick. Let me display this nicely so we can admire its form. If I can do so without being too awkward. There, that will work. All right, I got a couple pages pulled up because there's a description on an alternate page that isn't Puma website that actually mentions the nitrogen infused EVA foam, whereas it doesn't list it on the website at all. So I'll read the description off of the main excuse me, the main website first, and then I'll read the other one that I found. All right, this is off of Puma's website. These are called the Unwind NITROcat men's slides in light sand / sand dune. There's only 2 colors right now that Puma has on their website, this sand color and then a black. So the description is regular width, synthetic upper. All right, here's stepped into unparalleled comfort with Puma's latest slides featuring a textured EVA footbed, anti-slip bottom, water-resistant design. These slides are perfect for post-sport relaxation or everyday adventures. Slip them on and feel the difference. Ready to conquer your day? All right, and then There's a website called nonveg.com. I had found these listed on as well, in this really cool sunset color that I wish I would have been able to acquire, but these apparently sold out a long time ago. And on this website, it says in the Sunset Glow / Sunstream Black colorway, it says the Unwind NITROcat active slides is made with our Nitro technology, providing cushioning in a lightweight package and ensuring optimal comfort. With a standout progressive look, it's ideal for wearing after sport or in everyday life. Features, benefits, Nitro advanced nitrogen injected foam designed to provide superior responsiveness and cushioning in a lightweight package. So that was it. I will probably have to supplement this video with text to try to fill in the gaps from where my brain is not functioning properly yet. So as I edit this footage, I will try to provide additional information if anything comes to mind. Just because like I mentioned, my brain isn't working because of the Fauci virus. All right. So we've got kind of a nice rubber outsole here with a little wave pattern. Here, let me pull this up a little bit so we got it better. All right. There, that's a little better picture. We got a nice little wave pattern tread, rubber outsole. It looks like a very kind of thin insert here. You can see the ridge of where it's inset, but it covers the entire bottom. So it's nice to have a little bit of a extra grip. It prolongs the life of these foam footwear, these foam slides too. There's a bit of a shelf though on the heel there. You can see where the heel cup is, and then I guess it's pretty lined up with where the tread stops. It's just got a nice little heel cup shelf there in the back. So if you're not a fan of the heel cups, this might not be for you, but it's pretty squishy. It's got a nice little softness to it. Just depressing it with my thumb, so these might be pretty squishy. I know people like the squish factor. Let's see if we can get some ergos going here with the footbed. There's a real light kind of side to side wave pattern you can faintly see in the here, let me grab my other light. Okay, there you can kind of see that subtle wave, those grooves from side to side up there. It looks like it's got a little bit of an ergo. There's some toe grooves. I can see where sorry, I'm blocking, got the light in the way. There, you can see where that shadow is. There's some toe grooves up there, and we've got a little bit of an arch support. It's hard to tell. I can't get too low because of the heel cup. So that's the insole. So we've got some nice EVA upper. There's a seam right here, which is kind of ugly. I don't know why that has to be right there. It just seems like it's glued. These top halves here. It's not too rough, but it's for the price point. I think it could have been a little nicer. A seamless design would have been ideal. And that kind of runs the length there, that seam of the, it's a little crude. That line is a little crude. It's irritating me. But, alright, again, focus, moving forward. So that top strap part is kind of like from here to here. And then it just goes over. And then we've got those kind of those wave lines that are on the insole too a little bit. Kind of it's reminiscent. It's not as as evident as it is on the sides, but all right, so they don't look too bad. They got a really thick midsole to them here. You know, that's kind of where the insole is. So this entire chunk here is midsole, so it looks like it's got a little bit of a heel rise, and then a little bit of a drop down to where the front and the toes are. So we'll see how prominent that is on foot once we throw them on foot. We got our little Puma logo. UK sizing on the inside, it says 10, it says 11 on the box. And I think that's it. Let's keep moving forward before I get downvotes. Sorry, I don't know why I yelled that. Real quick, one thing I noticed just now that I didn't point out when they were in hand is it says Nitro on the side right there, on the big chunky midsole. So, all right, the colorway's all right. I would have preferred, as some of you might have guessed, like an orange would have been sweet. I wish I could have gotten that sunset colorway. That would have been cool. The sand is better than a black. We'll see that much. I'm gonna leave the tag on for this just because I don't know how these are gonna fit. They look like they're big. These are the infinity slides. You can see the sizing is relative between the 11s and the infinity slide to these NITROcat, whatever they're called, Unwind NITROcat. All right, now we'll slip them on very casually. Okay, the sizing's good. I've got some good toe room still. My toes are up past the groove. It's kind of got some nice, ooh, that's some nice squish going on there. It's a pretty chunky midsole to it. I'm kind of digging these so far. Oh, let me sweep real quick before I do this on foot footage. Hang on, give me 2. Okay, things got a little dusty over the past week of me just sleeping and being ill. So I always feel bad when I see like junk on the floor in these videos as I'm editing it. It makes me feel kind of grimy. So besides the point, back to the Nitro slides. The floor is swept. We will slide these on and go for a little walk. All right, so first impressions on foot. They are very squishy. They have a little bit of a little thicker of a midsole to them, which is kind of nice. It gives me a little bit of an elevation, a little bit of a rise. Kind of, I feel like I'm like an inch taller wearing these. So they've got a little rocker to the heel with that overhang that I pointed out in hand. That provides a little bit of a rocker effect just on the heel. Little pivot going on there. But they've got a nice compression underfoot. Nice squish factor going on. They're very, very Yeezy slide-esque. That's probably, yeah, I think they have a little more support, a little more structure than the Yeezy slides. The Yeezy slides tend to be a little too squishy for my taste. Just the way they compress, it's lacking in the heel for me with the Yeezy slides. Where these have a little more support to them. They're not as squishy as the Yeezys, but they've got a good compression going on and a good structural support still within the compression and within the ergonomics. So my foot still has some like good ergo support. It's not just a marshmallow. So they're yeah, those are nice. Like when I push down with the ball of my foot, there's a lot of compression up there. So I'm sure your results will vary based on your weight. I weigh about 170 pounds, so I've got a slight compression going on with my body weight, but it's not it's not too much. It's not too much. They're pretty decent. All right, let's get some walk-in footage going. I'm just gonna, we'll get a little top-down footage, and then I'll just go down to the action footage, the action shot. So with them being a little taller, I can see why they went with that extra rubber outsole to it to give it a little more stability. Just because whenever you get too tall with things, you run into the issue of being unstable, I guess you could say. So I could see these kind of being a little rocky of a wear without that rubber outsole. But these are very nice underfoot as I walk. There's some really that nice compression going on, balanced with the good ergos, balanced with that rubber outsole. They feel casual, but they also feel a little sporty. That top strap fits pretty nicely, kind of locking my foot into it. But they're still squishy enough that they're quite casual. These kind of feel like almost like a sporty Yeezy slide. They kind of give that vibe too with the chunky top strap. We'll compare them real quick to the Yeezys. So they've got a lot of similarities going on aesthetically, though one thing I wish the Nitros did that the Yeezys did was just to be one solid form. I mean, they've got the split where the tread is, but these split where like the top is. So aesthetically, I kind of like the line work on the sides here, but I don't like that seam. Because the Yeezy slides, like, they always made me think of like Flintstone sandals or something. Just how primitive they are in their look. But the foam is relative. The foam's kind of similar in terms of the squishiness. Very similar. So I don't want to spend too much time comparing those two, but that's probably the best comparison that I could think of is the Yeezys. So if you're a diehard Yeezy fan, you would probably enjoy these. They definitely have that same compression rate, that same squish factor going on. So they're pretty good. These are taller than the Yeezys too, but not bad. All right, let's go down, get the action angle. All right, the action shot. Yeah, these are super comfy. I was really tempted to send these back after I did the video on them, just because of my income situation with the layoffs and stuff, but these are too good. I'm gonna have to keep these. These are pretty good. If there's anything that I could improve on them, it would be that seam, but that gets into the whole production situation with them, which, you know, that is what it is. I can't complain too much as far as that goes. The sizing's good. I would say if you're on a half size, you could go down. The 11s fit perfectly. I have no complaints with the sizing. I'm glad I went down to the 11s. I think 12s would have been too big. So if you're in a half size, go down. Let's see, what else? I couldn't really think of anything else to improve on. There was something else that came to mind, but it's gone already. These are pretty comfy. Oh, the price, you know, I guess if they were a little cheaper, you can find these cheaper. But that goes without saying with anything. We all want things as cheap as possible, of course. So these are pretty good. I'm a big fan of them. They're kind of I would say a better Yeezy slide. Dare I say it. Here come the downvotes. How dare you? How dare you? Excuse me. The colorway, that's what I was gonna say. Better colorways. Give me some more colors, Puma. Give me some more colors. They've got a kind of a cheaper version of this slide. Let me, I don't know. I'm not gonna go to my computer right now. It's like $45. It's on their website. It's got a thick midsole like this. But it's not Nitro, it's something else. I'll list it on screen right here and maybe throw an image in from the Puma website. That might be a cheaper alternative to these. I don't know if they're squishy enough, if they're as squishy though. Maybe I'll try to get a pair of those in the future and I can compare them from the mid-priced ones compared to these being a little more premium. So that might be a cheaper alternative if you don't want to spend the $85 that these retail at. You could go with the cheaper one, and they still look pretty chunky like these chunky monkey slides. So these aren't too bad, man. I'm digging them. If you are wanting a Yeezy slide and you cannot acquire a Yeezy slide for whatever reasons, if you don't want to spend over $100 on the resale websites, and you just want to be able to purchase a pair of slides that you trust they are authentic. I think that's one of the issues with the Yeezy slides at this point in time on the resale website is inauthenticity. So that is a non-issue with these coming directly from the Puma website. So that might be a big selling point for you. So these are probably one of the better Yeezy alternatives on the market right now, I would argue. We will clip the tags on these. I will probably regret that in a month when I can't afford groceries, but hey. I'll try not to stab them. All right. Those are good. Cool. We got them. We got them. We did it. We did it, Joe. I can't. We gotta edit that out. We did it, Joe. We did it. Yeah. All right. So yeah, those are pretty good. These are pretty good. Big fan of these. Big fan of these. And they're nice and squishy. They're pretty sporty too. It's kind of a balance of a lot going on with that outsole and the squish and the chunkiness. Like if your favorite thing about the Yeezy slides are how chunky they are, then you'll enjoy these. These are pretty chunky, but they're still sporty. I would say these are sportier than the Yeezy slides. But they compress just as good, just as well, if not better compression. Like just the ball, like when I do that, like there's so much compression going on, there's so much squishing going on. They're good, these are solid. But they fit tight enough too that like, if I had to go chase the dog, if Stella got out and I had to go chase her, I'd be able to catch her little fuzz butt. That happened one time when I was wearing the Saru clogs, and that was a miserable chase. So I would trade these on that day for sure. I'd be able to catch her a lot quicker. So, all right, I'm just rambling at this point. I think I've said all I need to say about these. These are pretty quality. I recommend them. I just wish they were a little cheaper. But hey, if they're going after the Yeezy market, it's not a cheap market. So understandably priced, I guess you could say. But definitely, if you can get these at a better price, below retail or like half of retail, these would be amazing, amazing, amazing purchase. So, I've got one more to do today, and that's gonna be it. So thanks for watching. The Pumas, they're good. I recommend them. Please like and subscribe. Keep the channel growing. And that's all I have to say. Thank you. Bye. Cheers.